challenging is it to prepare for a Bumrah? Like, he's just so unusual compared to anyone else. Is there anything, do you have to change in your prep, or do you just rely on regular prep and just look for the cues when you get out there?
I'm best when I just look for the cues when I'm like just preparing to watch the ball hard and staying fresh mentally. And I think I'm lucky that I've faced him a few times, come across him a fair bit now. So you just go back on recent times and times you've faced him, and we've done it enough now. We're very fortunate to play him a lot. So I know what's coming. It's just making sure that I'm prepared and fresh to play well.
What about some of the other guys, I guess, given that they struggle against them? Do you kind of give them any tips or anything like that?
No, they're not coming to me for batting tips, that's for sure. No, everyone goes about it different ways. So, yeah, we're all supporting each other. So if that is the case, and we have chat over the next 3 or 4 days, but he is so unique, and that's with any of the bowlers, really. Every guy picks up different cues and goes about it different ways. So, again, then we've got the next 3 days to hone in on that and make sure we're ready to go.
Sweeney probably didn't have the start that he wanted in Perth. Do you think you'll be able to bounce back in front of home crowd at Adelaide?
That's the plan. A few guys probably in that boat as well. I'd like to perform better in the first innings, so I think everyone's going to be pretty keen to go well. Everyone's looking forward to getting back. It's a beautiful place to play. It's great energy, great crowd, and it's a fun atmosphere to play in. So hopefully that gets most of the boys up and about, and that leads into a really good performance. And no doubt that Nate's going to be one of those guys that wants to perform well.
With how successful the side's been in the last couple of years, I'd assume pretty unfamiliar feeling going to a test. How different is the mood in the camp given what you've done?
Well, when we left, it was all right. I feel like this team's dealt with adversity well, and the small amount that we've had in the last 3 or 4 years, we have played well. We've had some challenging times. We had a couple of challenging tests last year that we were able to get ourselves out of, and yeah, where our heads aren't in the clouds, we understand a few tests last year could have gone either way. So I think it's a group that's well balanced and knows where it's at. We didn't have a very good week, that's fine, but we got 4 more opportunities to do it. So important few days to prepare, but I think the group, when we do, we'll get here. I think a few boys landed this morning, so once they all do get here in the next couple of hours, that the mood will feel pretty much the same, and we'll crack on as we do, as we have done for the last few years.
How's Marnus going? It seems like he's copped a fair bit of the brunt in the fallout personally himself. Yeah, how's he going?
I haven't spoken to him. Again, we'll do today. Knowing Marnus, he would have cracked down. He would have worked on a few things over the last few days. It would have been hard to probably keep him out of the nets, and no doubt over the next few days we'll see him working hard again. So he's a guy that's played well over a long period of time. He'd like some more runs. So would everyone. And yeah, he's got an opportunity over the next few days to continue to do what he does to prepare and then go in the game. I just hope he goes in and fresh and eager to play well.
Is there a chance we will see changes to the order and play?
Have to ask Pat. I've been chilling the last few days, so see how Pat thinks in a couple of days' time.
Any concern around Mitch in terms of soreness after that first test? Did you have a chance to have a chat with him about how he's going?
No, not with Mitch. Again, it's going to be a big day today. Obviously, everyone's coming in. Obviously, the next few days are going to be big. You guys will be around enough over the next 3 days to watch us train and go about things, but we'll learn that over the next few days. It's hugely important to the team. I think both all-rounders have been with Greeny as well, so that's been a huge miss. And yeah, a lot's going to, I guess, come on Mitch, and that did last week, and he'll work through those things. There's a lot of blokes that would be sore. I didn't even know about Hoff until I read the paper, so wrong person asked to see how blokes are going. So I didn't know about that. But yeah, blokes will be sore. Same as their dressing room. I'm sure they got a couple of blokes that will be feeling the pinch of a week, and that's going to be the case over the 5 test matches. So whether Mitch is sore or not, he won't be the first person, the last person to be sore during the series and work through some things. So we'll do that and we'll crack on. And but a hugely important role for the team.
Said written about the first test outside of cricket. Can you just give us some insight about how you guys review that performance and how quickly you move on? You mentioned that you've batted the ball, you've come out the other side of the pass, but yeah, just an insight into how you actually.
Yeah, I think different for different guys. The writing was on the wall pretty quickly in that test match that we were pushing uphill. So for me, I was reflecting in game on what we could have done better, and by the time that result had come, it was 99 times out of 100 that result is going to come. So a pretty easy one as such to move on and get over and start talking about what's coming. It's probably the closer losses that hit you by a bit of surprise that takes a few days, but with the way that test was playing out, it looked like we were pretty much outplayed for most of that test. So pretty easy to realise what we did wrong, and now we get 3 or 4 days to work on them and make sure. And it's not going to be massive changes, but hopefully with a bit of energy and knowing what's on the line, and the first one out of the way, we can crack on and play well.
You feel like you might have been a bit underdone by the team coming in, given some guys didn't play a lot of cricket in the lead up to it?
No, I don't think that. I think over the last 4 or 5 years that the prep with different guys has been very similar, so I wouldn't read into that too much. I know that a lot of people are going to draw circumstances to a lot of things, but I think if you look back in recent performances, recent series, whatnot, a lot of guys have had different times where they've had time off, they've had family, we've had births, we've had injuries, we've had all sorts of stuff, so I wouldn't dive in too much into that one.
There was a divide during your time in Perth between the batters and bowlers. I guess, can that be put to bed?
That can be put to bed. There's most of the divide when we're winning as well. I think that's the one thing with body language and divides and all the stuff that comes out when you do a loss, that this team's been together 3 or 4 years, and when we're winning, I think it's not much too dissimilar. So, the guys get along really well. We hold high expectations for both sides, and it's a very individualised sport. So, the batters want to hold our own. We know we know how good our bowlers have been for us in the past, and they've got us out of trouble a lot. So, as a batting group, we know that if we can get enough runs on the ball, we put ourselves in a great position. So, as a batter myself, I try and hold a lot of pride in what I do, and knowing that if I can set it up for the big boys, that they can knock it down for us. So, but definitely no divide.
Travis, the last time India and Australia played here, 36 all out. Do you feel right now revisiting that match as a unit would lift up that confidence level within the group? And do you have any plans to revisit that match?
26, mate? Nah, I'm joking. It'd be nice. I remember that it was a quick test, so that was good. We got to enjoy all the bits of Adelaide after that test match and go to Penfolds, and it was lovely week. So it'd be nice to do that again. I don't know if we can revisit it. Wouldn't take very long to watch it, but look, it is what it is. So I don't think that will happen this week.
Travis, you've always been a headache to the Indian bowlers, and whether it's WTC or World Cup final, even in the first test match when your batters were struggling, you made 89 and 11 also. What's your equation with the and how different is the pink ball test match from the regular test match?
Well, like I said, we play India enough that I'm going to have opportunities to score runs. So when we play the amount that we do, there's going to be some days that I play well and there'll be days that I don't. So again, I wouldn't look too much into that one. Perth pink ball test can be challenging at certain times with how people perceive it. I think it's still a game of cricket. You still got to play it in the right way. You still got to take it for what it is and not try and get too far ahead of yourself. But there can be some tricky situations and some tricky moments in the game, depending on when you may bat. But then again, it doesn't change too much. It's just now a pink ball coming down. We've got to face it the same way. You've got to react to it the same way and play the game how it comes out.
Just on playing in Adelaide, Trav, obviously it's home for you. What does it mean to be here at the Adelaide Oval?
Yeah, it's a good week. It's a fun week. Look, I'm not going to lie. I'm looking forward to the years when I finish and I go out the back. I haven't had many of those opportunities over the last few years, so by playing. But no, it's a good week. I've done well in the past few years. Hopefully, I can do the same again. But yeah, great fun. I'm looking forward to it. I've got a lot of friends and family that are coming that are going to have a very fun week.
Just on
Travis, talking about
the past 2 tests you played here, what is it that suits your game? So apart from the fact that you know it pretty well.
Knowing it quite well and being fortunate to be put in a couple of really good positions to bat, where I've come in some nice times. And then, just growing up, batting on this wicket, it can be challenging at times. It probably suits my game a lot more about being square of the wicket and the way that ball can react off the wicket. So, it's just another week, going prepared, going fresh, and hopefully I can roll out the same sort of performances. It's going to be a challenge, but I feel like I'm moving well, and I feel like I'm in a good space to go out and try and execute that.
Travis, given that India did not play the pink ball test quite often, last time they played was in 2022. So in that way, Australia will have an edge, having that experience of playing every year pink ball test. And do you reckon that Jasprit Bumrah is the most lethal bowler in current time?
It's been a long time since we played one though. It's been a year since we played a ping pong test, and India got another look at it last night. So everyone's well experienced enough, especially that team as well, that in your international level, I think you can get accustomed to things pretty quickly. I don't think it would take them long to be prepared for it. and same as us. So, and then Jasper's going to go down as probably one of the greatest fast bowlers to play the game. I think we're finding that at the moment, how challenging he can be, and it's nice to play against that. It's going to be nice to go back and look at your back of your career and go tell the grandkids that you faced him. So not a bad series to playing with him. So hopefully I don't have to face him a few more times, but he has been challenging.
Obviously every test match is motivating, but to bounce back, is there going to be a steely resolve, you think, from the team for this match after what happened in Perth?
Oh, yeah, you'd hope so. And I don't think we need to, and I don't think we'll talk about that as such. I don't think we'll dive into that there. And I don't think this group's motivated as such as those sort of things, trying to find motivation. I think it's always there playing for Australia. We had it last week, we just weren't quite good enough. So I don't think there's going to be needed any added extra. If it does give someone a little bit added advantage to the week and a bit more motivation, that's great. But as a team, I think, like I said, we've been good for a period of time. We had a bad week. There's no better way now of stepping up, and we've seen a lot of teams do it over the last couple of years. So there's a lot of teams that have lost the first test or gone down in the series and brought it back and played really well. So there's no reason why we can't do the same.
Just a bit on Hazelwood, how big a blow do you think his unavailability would be, and when do you think he picked up that side strain? Was it during the match or after?
I hope it's not after. I'm not sure what he's up to. It was during, I reckon. He's a huge loss. I thought he was one of our best, and during the week he bowled exceptionally well. Without some luck at certain stages, and he's always going to be missed, but we've added a couple extras, but we've got some pretty good stocks in the sheds. So with Scott, with Sean and Dog is hugely. It shows the stocks that we got. Dog had an exceptional A tour series. Sean's been on the radar for a long time, and Baz has been doing his thing. So he's been in the wings for a while. It'd be nice to see him get another opportunity if he does, and I think he'll suit the pink ball here really, really well. So he's had great success against South Australia for a long time at Adelaide Oval. So I think whatever team we go into will be our strongest, and looking forward to playing well.
Thanks, guys.
Wicked. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Thank you.